This is a great Brunch and Learn where we're trying to marry together houses of faith that may have prison ministries, but we wanted to incorporate reentry.
You know, we certainly could not do the work that we're doing without all of you. And our county executive, has a very unique view of it from having served as state's attorney for 8 years as well, and being a prosecutor before that. We talk a lot about, what do we do to try to help people before they enter into the criminal justice system. But there's also a whole other section of the population who has gone into the system, and we would like to do things to make sure that they don't stay and that it's not a revolving door.
Today is very unique because we get to talk about the complementary distinction of prison ministry and reentry ministry. I think today was super powerful, definitely needed. I'm grateful for all of the pastors, the ministers, and those who are working in the prison ministry reentry space. The conversation, the dialogue, our panelists, it was great.
And ministry does not always have to be in the church. Reentry is definitely outside the church. So I have labored in the field of criminal justice.
I think this gathering was so important because it identified people who have a heart for reentry. That's different from prison ministry. And it also identified for us people who will be willing to help us as we connect with, say, the county services, the Department of Corrections, and the prisons.
First of all, prison ministry is about going into the prisons to minister, and most often in terms of worship services and Bible studies. Reentry is more about building a relationship with them and then helping them prepare to come home and then walking with them once they come home. I say it's important because, again, as you said earlier, that's what the church does. That's what we've been called to do. And I believe it's an injustice for us to marginalize or stigmatize those who have made mistakes. All of us have. All of us have made bad choices. But to care for them, to demonstrate the love of Christ to them, that's what we're all about. This was a great event. I'm hoping to see more like this. And I want to say on behalf of Men in the Gap, we are committed to supporting anybody and everybody who is trying to make a difference in this area.
What we're experiencing right now is we're seeing brothers that are 18, 16, 14 years old going in for 20, 30 years. The world has changed. So if you don't literally take them by the shoulder and take them by the hand and escort them through a process, driver's license no longer any good, social security card they don't have the experience. A lot of them still remember payphones and all kind of other things that we don't have today as our experience. So if we don't give them the success path, then they're going to surely either go throw the brick back through the post office window because they'd rather have 3 hots in a cot than to have to try to kind of figure out that roadmap to success in the society, or they're going to wind up in your basement one day when you come home and you're going to be like, uh-oh, what am I dealing with now? Definitely want to thank Angela Alsobrooks, County Executive, and Reverend Folsom for having this forum today. The challenge is there's just never enough time to get through all the conversation and all the points we want to make. But I do think that this was a great starting point for what is yet to come. So with that being said, please do consider being a part of an organization that does have a reentry component to it as a church or even a nonprofit or some affiliate type of services that we might be able to bless the brothers and sisters that are re-entering back into the community.
Thank you, County Executive Angela Alsobrooks, for your vision and your support as we move forward to impact our community. And when we talk about returning citizens and the prison ministry, they're residents of Prince George's County. And we want to do all that we can to continue to support them when they are coming back to our homes, coming back to the community with jobs and housing and resources, life skills. So everyone that was here, from the panelists to the sponsor, which is Returning Citizens Affairs Division, Mike, to over 40 people in attendance, thank you. Because their voices will make a difference. And as we shared with them, we want them to connect, collaborate, and cultivate relationships so we can be one strong community, from the kitchen table to the corporate table, to make decisions.